Told you. Okay, so I think I want to start it off by saying this. I don't know if I can pull this off. I mean, it would be great if I can. And I might have to do like two things. I might have to be a graphic designer and a game developer because technically what I'm planning on doing is game developing, so I have to do two of those things. But that's besides the point. Okay, so let me try to explain this. Ever since I was like little-ish, I always like every because I always got bullied, so of course I had time on my hands, and I was looking at how people reacted like to other people when it comes to like when people were upset and all the things, and it kind of stressed me out because I don't know what the hell was going on, but slightly fast forwarding, even though that made like no sense. Um, the reason why I want to become a graphic designer slash game developer is because I have a dream. I have a dream that I could somehow change the perspective of mental illnesses in general. It needs to happen. I mean, you know it. I do. It needs to change. I haven't really. I've done some some research on it, but I haven't really finished it because you see, I get tired very easily. So that's why I didn't continue it. But I'm going to probably after I actually eat because I have yet to do so. Um. So I think the main goal is to at least try and have like a topic of mental illnesses because not many people do it. Now I've sat down with myself over for the past 2 years now, and I was thinking, how could I, if I want to, do I want to do it in VR or do I want to do that? Do I want to do it, um, just like a regular game? And the answer came up to be VR because, and for all you dumbasses out there, virtual reality. If I wanted to do it like a regular game, you know, just sit down at the desk and at your computer or monitor or whatever the hell you want to call it, and you're just sitting there and you're playing the game. It's not really for some people, you know. You might like get something out of it, but my main goal is to have like I don't know, just at least the parents to. It's for everyone, but it's also strictly based on like Crystal. I can hear you. It's uh just fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. No, no, I do. It's strictly based on like how the child goes through stuff. So if you want more detail, here it is. As I said, I want to change the perspective on mental illnesses because I think it's about time someone actually had a full blown conversation about it. Yes, I know it's hella awkward. It can get really, really, really bad, and yes, it could lead to certain things that very horribly. But it needs to happen because I don't think anyone else is gonna say it. I really don't. I mean, yeah, there will be conversations here or there, but there's never really enough. There's never really a child aspect of it. It's always it's more so almost always the adults that have to go through it. It's never the teens or children for that matter because I don't know. I don't think they realize that us teens are literally living by it day by day, and it's even now. It's stronger now, especially in this generation. God, I feel old, but it's even stronger in this generation because I mean, what the fuck do you expect? YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, like all these other things that I really can't think of right now. All these other things on like just social media in general. Like we have that, and it could lead to. I mean, yeah, there are some good parts about social media and stuff for me because I've truly benefited from it, but it's just like the other people that don't have social medias and they just have to deal with this other bullshit that has to come their way. Like literally, it is depressing if you really think about it. So what I wanted to do, and I personally, and I to this day, I still go through depression and anxiety and a list of mental illnesses. But like I said, like this, is like the third time I've said it now. I want to change the perspective because, and what I want to do is like a first person game. Now, And then what you're probably thinking, yes, you should probably be a graphic designer and a game developer because those two go hand in hand. I know that. Shut up. I haven't figured out what classes I have to take, and if I have to go to college, what the fuck college do I go to actually do that? Um, so that's kind of it's still processing. I'm not exactly sure yet, but once I have an idea, then more than likely I'll figure out that part. But I know it's either both or one of the two. I'm not exactly sure. Have ideas? Please tell me, because I'm fucking clueless. Um, so basically how the game goes is that I won't give any advice at all because I don't know other people's stories. I mean, they can tell me whatever they want, but I won't fully know because, people have different experiences and I can't speak for everyone else. I mean, even though I have, and even though I can make many, many, many assumptions and normally get them right completely, I can't really do that for everyone. It's like, I know for a fact everyone has a different story and everyone has a different perspective on depression and all other stuff. I know this. That's why I'm not giving much guidance. I mean, yeah, I could say here and there, like I can do like different types of vocabulary and how they can like program and stuff. Like I could do that, but I'm not saying I'm going to be like telling them what they need to do with their story because it's their story and it's how they perceive what's been going on in their life, not mine. I mean, mine's going to be like an hour long to be perfectly honest with you, but and I don't have it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking coding. I know this. I know this for a fact. But cause okay. I'm not sure how many people are still aware of this game. It's called Detroit Become Human. It's basically about like these androids and all this other stuff. Yeah, I want something similar to that. Like your decisions, like the choices that you have, depending on which one you click, it will have like a big problem, or if it has a baby problem, or if it has a medium or a medium problem, or no effect at all. Like I want that type of thing. And yes, you can actually go back in the game. You can go all the way back and redo what you if you really want to find if you want to figure out what happens when you choose each and every option. But you have to. But the first thing that you click, you have to go through that. So the main choices. So the choices work somewhat work like this. The first one is like eh. The first one is the parents' choice and what they did. The second choice is what the child did, and the third is like um, what really happened in the child's eyes. That's the third one, and it's come to my conclusion that VR was a good choice to be able to do that because think about it, VR, virtual reality. I don't think I said it right, but still, virtual reality. Your brain already tricks you to thinking that it's real. Virtual reality. And because of the way that VR is like advancing now, that's definitely going to help me. And I'm really excited to actually be able to pull this off. Why, you may ask? Because not many people. I've talked about this dream I have with so many of my friends, and they all almost no. I'm sorry. Every single last person I've told about this, they absolutely have my back 100%, and that is hard to believe. Because I'm just a girl who literally just has a different perspective on a lot of things without even trying. Like, and I personally want to make a difference. I want, because I'm not, as I said in the last video, I'm very, very, very nice, and I actually, as much as I don't show it, I absolutely genuinely love talking to people because it just makes me more inspired to do a lot of things. And so, that's when the money comes in. You can click the link that's in the other video, or again, I might paste it here. All in all, I think it's a really good idea. Good at it, Jesus. I really think it's a good idea. Um, I I don't know, because as I said, I don't think many people would think to actually put that into perspective. and like to have the actual child, like literally the child will have all control of what happens in that game, what options and other things like that. Now, here comes the fun part. I don't know if this is possible, if but I want it because they're going to have to do some voice acting type shit. So what I want to do is I want to be able to at least have, because I don't know, it's either 3D or 8D, one of the two. I really think it's 8D. It's either 8D or 10D, one of the two. No, 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 no. It's one of the three. 3D, 8D, or 10D. One of those three. I absolutely love songs that are in those because, it feels like they're blowing around your ear holes. But that could potentially leave a problem, and that's what I need. Here's my thinking. So, you have the child, you'll hear their perspective in their head. So, in the earphones that you'll be wearing, one person is talking, another person, those doubts are coming in. So, when it comes to like the extremely depressing part, and like when all the thoughts are overlapping, literally all you would hear is those thoughts genuinely overlapping. But because of the type of thing that it is, it will seem like it's going around you, so technically your head is spinning. If I can create that, that will be absolutely awesome, perfect, and needed, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who deals with that, especially when it comes to depressive episodes. I personally deal with it, except for he's annoying as hell. Um, but I think that if I have that in there, and then along with what I just said 10 minutes ago, it'll be the biggest. It's virtually the biggest project I've ever thought of, but it is so necessary and so helpful to so many people, and I know it, and it's money that I'm going to need during this entire thing, but in the end, I really hope it's all worth it, because this stuff like this needs to be said. Stuff like this needs to be talked about. Like, that is a huge. This whole thing is a huge outlet for people who don't have voices, and for people who literally have no idea how to explain it, but they only have it in their head. Like, I've never in my entire years of living thought that I would have an idea this huge. But now that I do, I'm absolutely happy, because if I can make this work, woo, the money. I could potentially help so many people, and that's all I want in life. I just want to keep helping people and probably push my own things aside, but I would absolutely love to help people, because it makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel like I actually have a purpose for once. So, and as many supporters I could probably get for this, that would be insane, and I would be the most happiest human being on planet Earth, possibly in my life. It would be the most grateful thing, and whew, I would absolutely love that so much. So, um, now here's where we get to the extreme boring part. If you want to know even more details, if you want me to at least clarify some of the things that I said, I'm going to put a link to two of my social medias, because that's all I have, because I am with a limited family, and my family absolutely probably fucking hates me. But I'm going to put both of my social medias in the description, mostly at the top, and also again the link to the GoFundMe account. But keep doing this for the next couple of days, just be prepared. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that is my dream, and I'm gonna go probably eat, or probably come up with another video, because I just had an idea that is sprung in my mind. So, and yeah. Also, secondly, I might do videos with my face showing, and I might not. So it's just going to range between what I feel like doing that day. So at least you know what I look like when I'm talking and when I'm actually thinking about these things. So this is my general reaction. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go. Have a nice day, night, afternoon, wherever the hell your time zone is. And I will probably see you again either the next couple minutes or tomorrow.